Hello students, today we are going to learn ATP production. ATP production, there are two types of respiration in the cellular respiration. These cellular respiration are in the living organisms, okay. So, but in the living organisms there are two types of cellular respiration. One is the aerobic respiration and second one is the anaerobic respiration. Now let us see what is the meaning of aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is nothing but there is a energy formation in the presence of oxygen, and anaerobic respiration means what? There is a energy production in the absence of oxygen, okay. Now let us see here ATP production in aerobic respiration. See, what is the structure of ATP? Do you know? What is the meaning of ATP? Actually, ATP is nothing but it is a powerhouse, it is a energy of for the organisms, okay. What is the long form of ATP? It is adenosine triphosphate, okay. What is the structure of ATP? It contains base, sugar and 3-phosphate, okay. Base means what? It contains the adenine. Adenine is the nitrogen base component, okay. And sugar is nothing but it is the ribose, okay. Then 3-phosphate, if you see here 1, 2 and 3, there are 3 phosphates are in this ATP structure, okay. And there is the bond between the 2 phosphate, that means phosphate bonds are present between the 2 phosphate, here 1, 2, okay. These two are the phosphate bonds, okay. This phosphate bond contains energy. These phosphate bonds contains energy. When energy release when the bond breaks, that means when the phosphate bond between the 2 phosphate is break, then it release the ATP, means it release the energy, okay. Now we see energy stored when bond created. That means in this bond, in this phosphate bond, energy stored, and when this bond is break down, then the energy release, okay. So, and this ATP is recyclable. Recyclable means what? This ATP is formed because of ADP plus IP. It converts into ATP. When the ATP release the energy, it forms the ADP plus IP, and again this ADP and IP combine and form the ATP, okay. So, we can say ATP is recyclable, understood. Now, we see here recycle of ATP. If you see here is the ATP, okay. When this 1 phosphate release, okay, when 1 phosphate means this is an inorganic phosphate, that is Pi, okay, and this form the ADP, this whole component form the ADP, means when the 1 phosphate bond of the 3rd phosphate from the ATP break down, okay, then it forms the 1 molecule of ADP and 1 inorganic phosphate. Again this inorganic phosphate means this is the Pi, okay, this Pi combined with ADP and forms ATP again, okay. This energy from sunlight or from food, to combine this bond, this requires energy, and where this energy we will get? This energy get from the sunlight or from food, and again form the ATP, and when we require the energy, it synthesizes chemical synthesize and forms ADP and plus inorganic IP. So, this cycle is continued. Okay. So, we can say ATP is the recyclable. Using ATP, cell used to build the molecules and organelles. ATP, what is the use of ATP? When we require this ATP? ATP requires when the cells used to build molecules and organelles. जब हमें यहाँ पे कोई भी सेल्स ऑर्गेनेल्स जो है वो बिल्ड करने होते हैं तब हमें एनर्जी की ज़रूरत होती है। एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट, ओके, एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए हमें ज़रूरी होता है, जैसे कि हमें भागना होता है, दौड़ना होता है, दैट इज़ एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट। देन मूवमेंट, दैट इज़ अ मसल मूवमेंट, muscular movement, when we are walking, when we are running, when we are doing work, anything, then that time we require the energy. And to maintain the body temperature, that means to maintain the heat in the body, that time we require the energy. And last one is the bioluminescence. Bioluminescence means what? The production and emission of light by living organisms. Sometimes if you have seen in the discovery, some fishes and electrolyte, okay, some insects, they are producing and they are emission of light through their skin. Okay, means हम बोल सकते हैं कि वहाँ पे जो ऐसे लाइट जो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं अपने स्किन में, उस वक्त इन ऑर्गेनिजम्स को एनर्जी की ज़रूरत होती है. अंडरस्टूड. नाउ वी सी रेस्पिरेशन. व्हाट इज़ द पर्पज़ ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन? The purpose of respiration is nothing but to produce ATP energy. Okay, ATP energy. What is the meaning of ATP energy? Means we are using ribose plus 6 oxygen, and we will get, after synthesis, we will get 6 water molecules, 6 carbon dioxide and ATP, that means energy. Okay, there are two types of respiration. One is the aerobic and second is the anaerobic. Anaerobic respiration also known as the fermentation. Okay, now we see cellular respiration versus systematic respiration. Okay, what is a cellular respiration? Cellular respiration, it is formed in the, it is the energy produced in the cells only. There are two types of respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic. Okay, and now we see what is the stage of aerobic respiration. Here are the 3 stages are for the aerobic respiration. One is the glycolysis, second one is the Krebs cycle, and third one is the electron transport chain and oxidation phosphorylation. Okay, these 3 are the main stages of aerobic respiration. Okay, we will learn these more. We will learn these stages more in next video. Thank you.